Hello guys, what is up? It is Finn here, bringing you guys some more NHL 19 expansion franchise with our Quebec Nordiques, and it is the final season. And look at our record, 36-14, and oh no, that was the Canucks. I'm sorry, I was reading the Canucks record, but we were what, 36-12-2, I think it said, something like that. So we have been killing it this year, guys. Absolutely killing it with this team. We were actually like 20-something 2-0 or something like that. I don't know. We're still doing great, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely gotten a little bit more realistic, the record. But we were killing it in the beginning, without a doubt. But look at this, 70 points already for McDavid. So he might be having a big year, maybe around 100 points. Finally, actually some realistic points for McDavid in an NHL game. That would be pretty nice. But we'll see what happens. But I'm excited for this one. Hopefully we have ourselves a good game. Let's go for 200 likes this episode, guys. I know we can do it, so go ahead. Hit that like button. Still forgot to change his pads. Show that love and support. And subscribe and join the Dorsal family. And help us get closer to 100K before the end of the summer. Don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to just change it to the end of September because our sub growth has been very slow lately. And thank you, Jordan. Hello to you, buddy. How are you? Thank you for the resub for now 13 months, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Well over a year now. Thank you very much, Jordan. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. But, so yes, I apologize. So I'm actually streaming this on Monday because Tuesday I have a pretty busy day. But anyway, I had a very hectic Sunday night, and I am definitely going to get into that. It wasn't bad, but I mean, it was hectic. I mean, I guess it had its bad moments, but it wasn't like not everything's hopefully okay. But I'll get into it. But so here's what well, 13 months is cool, but I'm going for 13 years, Jordan. I am a-okay with that. Wow. That's a big goal, Jordan. Definitely, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'm still relevant in 13 years. But anyway, so yesterday me and my girlfriend hung out pretty much all day, right? And her thumb was bothering her like the entire night. And it just kept getting worse and worse. So we went to Walmart to look for some cream for it. Like, she wanted to get some kind of pain relief cream or some cooling cream, something to just kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for, ease the pain. So anyway, so we went there, she got something. Okay, we went back to my house and it got worse. Like, she was like, I want to go to an urgent care. So there wasn't one open by me, so we just went to the hospital, to the ER. And it wasn't really like, it was an ER that was made for, like, it was at an actual hospital, but it was more for, like, not as serious injuries. But anyway, we went there, and they did not seem busy at all. Like, we were the only people in the waiting room. It was very quiet in there, and we waited so long. Like, I know it wasn't a serious injury. Like, they were busy, and I had that injury. I would want to wait as long as possible until everyone else with a more serious injury was taken care of. But it did not really seem like they were busy. And maybe they were very short-staffed. That might have been the problem as well. Oh, that was a bad pass. But anyway, so we got in finally. And, you know, she had, like, I forget what the name of it was. I think it was something with a P. But it was, like, from biting her nails. And she had, like, this big, like, it was all swollen on the side of the nail, like the skin on the side of the nail, and they had to, in less disgusting terms, they had to drain it. So they had to do that, and she feels a lot better now. So she's very happy that she went and got it done. But anyway, so we got it taken care of. All was fine. We left. She was feeling better. While we were pulling out of the parking lot, we saw a dog run across, like, the ER entrance, like, you know, the overhang. And she was like, go get it. And I was like, I am. I'm you know, concerned for the dog. I want to go pick it up and, you know, whatever. So we tried to call it over, and then it ran away. And then we kind of chased it with the car. And then we saw it towards like the end. It was like a medical complex, like plaza, so there wasn't just the hospital. And it was like all the way towards the end, and he actually came over to my girlfriend, or she came over to my girlfriend. And anyway, so she grabbed her, and you know, she actually stood there with my girlfriend. She was fine. I mean, my girlfriend held her collar so she wouldn't run away. And but she had a collar, no tags. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna call the police. I'm not gonna call 911, but I'm gonna find the police station, the phone number for the police station. So I called them, and apparently the owners already called and reported a missing dog, because when I told him when I told the cop like I think it was a greyhound, the breed, he was like, all right, I think I found the owners. So then they called dispatch, and then dispatch said, all right, I got in touch with the owners, and you know, just wait there. And I was like, okay, or no, they said, all right, so I got in touch with the owners and let them know. And I was like, okay, should I stay here? Like, he didn't really say that they were coming. So I was like, is there going to be a cop coming? Like, I was concerned. I was like, so should I stay here? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay. And then they hung up. And, oh, we might have a boarding call here. So I was like a little confused. I was like, well, is there going to be a cop that comes? And like, oh my gosh, like, what is going to happen? So I don't know if I'm waiting for these people, if I'm waiting for a cop. I don't know what's going to happen. Or even animal control. Like I'm like, we're responsible for this dog. Like, not really responsible, but I wasn't going to leave it. You know what I mean? So anyway, my girlfriend was like, here, open the trunk. So we opened the trunk, and we saw if she would, climb in just so she could, lay down or something. And she wouldn't. Like, she didn't even think about it. So my girlfriend was like, here, help me pick her up. I was like, Liz, I'm not picking up the dog. I don't know what it has. For all I know, it could have some kind of, like, stomach ulcer. And when, like, I know I'm thinking, like, awful here. But, like, and when you pick it up, she could, like, hesitate, or she could, like, get triggered by it and bite you. I don't know what she has, I know she had a cut on her nose, and at first I wasn't sure if it was like, what's it called, mange, but it looked like it was just a cut, you know what I mean? Like, she cut it on something. And so anyway, but I knew she belonged to someone because she had a collar, but there were no tags, and it was a very cheap looking collar. So anyway, so then my girlfriend tries to get her in the car. The dog freaks. Like, I'm surprised my girlfriend still held on to her. Like, the dog freaked. Like, it was like, like, it was like you would have thought you were beating the dog. Like, the cry it did. And I was like, that's why I didn't want you to do it. And she was like, yeah, that was a bad move. And I was like, all right, just leave her be. Just let her stand there, hold on to her. She was friendly. Like, she was very, like, she definitely was stressed, the dog. But she didn't try to bite my girlfriend or anything. She just freaked out and tried to, like lunge away. So anyway, we see this car coming, and I can't tell if it was a cop because it had like the what do you call them? Like the things on top of the car, like for like bikes or like skis and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The racks. Oh man, that was almost a goal. So anyway, we see them come, and then they pull over next to us, or like behind us, and I was like, okay, this must be the owners. And they were like, oh, you found her, thank you so much. And I was like, yeah, no problem. We weren't going to leave, We wanted to make sure, it was safe. If anything, I was going to give the dog to a cop and let, they would take it to a kennel or something. That's what I thought was going to happen. But then they got in touch with the owners, and I was like, I was still a little worried because I was like, it's like 1 in the morning, and we're like in this, like the empty part of a hospital plaza with, there were lights, but it was, like, just us, you know what I mean? Like, it was quiet, and it was late at night, so I was a little, like, hesitant, because I didn't know who these people were. They lost the dog, and I'm like, I don't know who these, I was, like, a little sketched out, but they seemed like great people, wonderful people. So anyway, so they came over to grab the dog, and they tried putting her in the car, and she wouldn't go. So we were still there, like, we just wanted to make sure the dog got in the car safely. And then she does the same thing that she did to my girlfriend. She freaks out, and then she actually got away. And I'm thinking, great, there she goes again. So she ran. Like, this dog bolted. And so I'm chasing. So, you know, we get back in the car and we start, you know, looking for her again. And so we see that she's like in this, like, I don't want to say a ditch, but it's like one of those, I don't know what to call it. Like, I guess a pond, like a drainage pond, you know what I mean? There wasn't any water in it, but it's like, you know, like the sewer, you know, ditches or whatever you call them. I guess a pond is what, like, the name for it. I don't know. But anyway, I saw her in there, and she looked like she stopped to, like, use the bathroom. And then she took off again, and she ran across the road into this plaza. There's a goal. Oh, my gosh. So into this, like, very large shopping plaza. It's basically an outside mall. And I'm like, oh my gosh, great. And it's so dark, like there's not a whole lot of lighting where she went, and then I lost her. Like, I ran across the road to see where she went, and then I lost her. And then the owner, it was the husband and the wife. The husband came over to me, and I was like, did you see where she went? I was like, I saw her come this way, and then I lost her. And then we were looking, and then I saw her. Or no, he saw her. And he was like, there she is. And I was like, where? And then I saw her start walking over. And it was weird because she didn't go towards the owner. She came to me. And I wasn't calling her. But, like, I got down and I was like, come here, come here. And then she came. And then I was like, all right, disaster avoided. We got her again, you know? And then, you know, he grabs her. She was soaked, too. So I guess she ran through a sprinkler or something because she was soaking wet. So I wasn't sure what happened, but I guess, yeah, I guess she ran through a sprinkler or something. So anyway, they get her again. They try to get her in the car, and she freaks out again. She does the whole bark, but they held on to her this time. So they're like, okay, let's clean out the car and try and get, I think they try to get her in the trunk this time because they had, like, you know, one of those, like, open trunks. You know what I mean? Like, you can still see the trunk from the back seat. So not like an actual trunk of a car where it's dark. Not like that. But, and then she freaks out again, and the collar snaps. Like, the collar just snapped, and she took off. And I'm like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even my dog, but I didn't want to leave. You know what I mean? Like, it was so late at night, but I was like, my girlfriend was the same way. Like, she wanted to help too. So we looked around for a good, like, half hour. And thank you, Vibe, for this sub with Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Dorsal family. So anyway, we, you know, look around. Nothing. There was one time I thought I saw her because of the color. I saw, like, a rock. And it was like a large rock. And I was like, there she... Oh, no, it's just a rock. Never mind. Like, it literally looked like the dog when you first looked at it. Like, it was, like, the same colors and everything. And I was like, never mind, it was just a rock. And then later on, the same thing happened with my girlfriend. She was like, oh, wait, is that? And she was like, oh, no, that's a rock, too. It was like... So, anyway, the dog got away again. And, you know, we're looking for her. And we went across the highway, or, like, the major road, and looked in that plaza. We looked behind. And I was like, at this point, you know, who knows where she could be? You know, and we went back towards the hospital to see if she went back there. Nothing. And, you know, we told the owners, we were like, we're going to leave. We got their number. We were like, if we see her, we'll let you know. And we looked for a while afterwards. Like, we rode around looking behind plazas and, you know, in parking lots and stuff. And just couldn't find it, you know. Like, it was, I felt bad, but it was like, you know, we found her twice. And they, you know, like, yeah, it was not, oh my gosh. And now a major, great. What was it? Boarding? Elbowing? Charging? I don't know if it was boarding, though. I don't even know who that is. I can't remember who that is. But, yeah, it was, yeah, it was like, you know, it was like, wow, you know, maybe it was a kind of a good thing we had to take you to the ER. We helped find a dog, and then we lost it again. I mean, it wasn't really our fault. Like, it was, you know, I don't want to say it was the owners, but the collar did snap. But it's like, you know, definitely need to get a better collar for sure. So, I don't know if it snapped, like broke, or if it just came loose and like unsnapped or whatever, you know, like unclicked. But I didn't really see the collar, but it looked like it was like rubber, you know what I mean? Which is not a collar I would ever get, a rubber collar, you know what I mean? I would get like, you know, the the fabric one or whatever. But yeah, it was upsetting, but it was like we should get going. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure someone will find her. Yeah, I'm sure they'll find her. Like, I don't know if they ever did. I asked my girlfriend because she took the number down. I was like, did you find out if they, because she said she was going to text them today, and she said I didn't text them yet. So, hopefully they did find her. I don't know. They don't have our number, but we have theirs. So, yeah, it was upsetting, though, because it was like you felt satisfied, you felt happy. It was like, yay, you know. Found the dog, and then, like, twice, it was like, yay, we're good, and then, like, it got away again. Like, the second time, I was like, let's stay indefinitely and just make sure. And, yeah, I guess the dog was just, like, at first, I was like, I hope they don't, like, abuse the dog, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's, like, so scared, because, like, when we found her, like, she seemed very hesitant, you know what I mean? Like, scared, like, I put my hand out, because that's what you're supposed to do when you meet a dog for the first time so they can sniff you. She didn't even sniff, she just, like, ignored me. Like, it was, you know, weird, and I was like scared to touch her because she just seemed very hesitant, but she was friendly. Like, the whole time my girlfriend was holding her and petting her, she was fine until she went to try and put her in the trunk. And I guess she's like terrified of cars, because then they said we're calling his dad, the husband's dad, and he's gonna bring the car that she's used to. So I guess she's just, like, afraid of getting into new cars. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, so what happened? Or no, when he came the first time, he said she slipped out the gate. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, so. Yeah, but they looked like they were out looking for her. So, because they looked like they were dressed and everything, like, not in their pajamas. So, but yeah, I felt bad for them because they just seemed, like, so annoyed. But the dog did not give up. Like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But she was, like, not tired or anything. But it was weird how she would, like, just decide to come over or not. So, I don't know. Apparently, dogs are like that. So, yeah, it was sad. I hope they find the dog, though. That was my Sunday night. So, I woke up. I got home because I wanted to shower. Because I'm kind of a germaphobe. And we were at an ER. And I was also, you know, running through, like, wet grass. So, my, like, socks were soaked. Oh, not quite what I wanted to happen there. So I was like, all right, I'm going to shower when I get home. So I probably went in bed well after 2 o'clock, and I woke up at like 7, and I was like, nah, this is, and I fell back asleep, and I woke up and it was 10. I'm like, oh, crap. You know, like, I guess I'm not uploading today. I was just so exhausted. So I do apologize for not uploading on Monday. I'm actually streaming this on Monday for Tuesday. So, but yeah, it was definitely a very hectic night for sure. So, yeah, it was very eventful, to say the least. But yeah, and then I did buy some Topps Chrome too, but I did not have a lot of success with that. So, but I will be uploading that sometime this week, most likely. I also want to get a Minecraft video out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in it. I'm thinking about just adventuring until I get some building ideas. I know some people want to see me build a house. I'm not too sure, like, what I want to do for my house, though, since I kind of wanted to have all my things spread out the village. So that's why I was thinking maybe I'll just do, like, a little house, like, just a place to sleep in or whatever. I was kind of okay without a house. I know that sounds weird for Minecraft, but just to, like, sleep in random beds depending on where I am in the game. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Goal. Yes, finally, Fatinos getting it done. Alrighty. But yes, I don't know if Minecraft will be out tomorrow. I did put that up in the poll, and that and the plow were, like, very similar. So, actually, I have the thing up now. Let me see what it's at. I do apologize for not streaming it in a while, but, let me see. Minecraft Survival's at 19, and the plow's at 20. So, I'm going to probably leave that up for a little bit longer until I decide, you know, what to do. Or until like, after this game or whatever, and then I'll be like, alright, let's do Minecraft, or let's do the plow, whatever. It looks like it's going to be one of those two, because I don't even think the other ones are close. I put up the Topps Chrome box break, and, which I have the open one right here. And, the other one was the, what was the other one? There's a fifth one. Minecraft, the plow, this, box break, and, oh, backyard baseball. But yeah. But yeah, I know a lot of people, oh boy, jeez. Just, if you ever have a lead, just tell a story, because no one can score when you tell one. Yeah, right? Yeah, but then again, I couldn't see the score either when I was telling the story, so it seemed like it was after the story I started to score. Oh, man, but yes, it was a very eventful Sunday night. You know what I mean? Like, she was like, I want to go. And I'm thinking, like, I feel like this is something we can do here. You know what I mean? Like, because I was looking it up, and it said, like, what has to happen. I don't want to get gross and disgust anyone, but, it was, like, you know, like, it was swollen up, and apparently there's, fluid inside that is, like, can just be, like, flushed out, drained out. So I was like, it seems like if we can get something to sterilize it, you know, like a soap or, you know, some kind of, like antibiotic cream, or not antibiotic, but like some kind of sanitary cream, or, you know, just soap or whatever, and then like a clean needle, we can probably just do it ourselves. But she wanted to go there, and it was like they got like a scalpel to do it, and like they had to put like this stuff on it first. But I'm like, when she did it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is something we could have done. You know what I mean? But it was like, I hate hospitals so much. It's like they just scare me. Like, it's like I always worry I'm gonna see something like that's going to scar me. You know what I mean? I don't like the germs. I just hate going to them. They just freak me out. You know what I mean? Luckily, this one was, like, okay. Like, there wasn't a lot going on. You know, people were, like, leaving, but it seemed like they just had, like, minor injuries. You know what I mean? So, but, like, there was, like, this woman next to us, you know, because it was, like, we were in this room, like, a small room, and there was, like, the woman on the bed next to my girlfriend that was, like, you know, like, she was, like, moaning in pain, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I felt so bad, and I'm, like, wondering, like, what's wrong, like, no one's there to help her, like, there's no nurse or anything, I don't think, and then it's, like, you know, and then here they are taking care of my girlfriend with a swollen thumb, and I don't know what's going on with the woman next to us, and I felt so bad, and it was, like, it's just, I can't, oh my gosh. It's just I can't stand hospitals. But this one was like, it seemed okay, like, and it was like the ER too. So I think I might have been to an ER once for like my grandfather, but like a long time ago. But it's like I don't know what to expect like when I go into one. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what I'm going to see. Like I'm always worried I'm going to like just like be scarred from something. I guess I know it sounds kind of selfish, like, to have that kind of mindset, but it's like, I can't do with seeing stuff like that. It, like, it's one thing, like, even in film, sometimes it scares me. Like, not film, but, like, documentaries and news stuff and things like that. It's just, like, it, like, bothers me, that kind of stuff. Which is kind of ironic because I'm a criminal justice major. You know, that's what I studied in school, so it's like, I've seen pictures and videos of, like, very like not traumatizing, but well, I guess it can be for some people, but like sensitive stuff, you know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, you kind of get used to it. Like I've seen like videos and things like that, and it's like you just kind of got used to it, but it's like some things still like bother you, especially seeing it in person. But yeah, it was fine. Like nothing really was bad there. Like there were just people that, like, you know, I don't even know what was, but people were walking out and they seemed fine, so I guess it wasn't a very bad night there. But I just, yeah, I'm not a big fan of hospitals. Just like when we were there, like my girlfriend was like I wanted to open the door for her, but I was like I was like just hoping it would open itself, or like we could like open it with our foot. Like I just like don't want to touch it. Like it just amazes me like how nurses were like taking care of my girlfriend and threw out like all this stuff without gloves. I'm like, how do they do that? Like how do they not like worry about that? You know what I mean? It's like they were throwing out the paper towels and the tools that they use with like no gloves on. I'm like, how? Like how does that not bother them? Oh man, nothing. Dang. But yeah, it was a very interesting night for sure. You kind of want to switch your major to medical or dental medicine. I love surgery and all that. Yeah, I can't watch those videos. That's like, I remember my health teacher showed us her video of like her having like a C-section, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and she's like laughing, and all these other kids are like, oh, and I'm like, why is she showing us this? She was funny though, like she was awesome, but it was like, I think she told us like on the first day, one of the things I show is my when I gave birth. I'm like, why? It's like, we don't want to see this. But I mean, I couldn't, like, I can't do like watch surgery videos and stuff like that. I know they have like those doctor and like ER shows and stuff like that. I can't watch those. Nope, not for me. Like, seeing blood like just makes me like wheezy, you know. Well, like, it depends. If I see like a cut, like in a sports injury or something like that, that's not bad. But if it's like, you know, an operation or something like that, I don't like seeing stuff like that. That stuff bothers me. Shoot. Oh man, that was a bad shot. Oh, we got it back though. I don't know where my team's at. McDavid, shoot. Ooh, good try. Don't trip him. This just felt like a very slow game, I gotta say. That's so cool in your opinion? Oh, you like watching those videos, the pimple pop? Oh, jeez, no, I can't do that. No, thank you. Man, this video is getting out of control. Talking about surgeries and like, jeez. It's kind of funny though. Oh, come on, man. Bernier, what is his overall? Dude's stopping like every cross crease. Oh, yeah, I can't watch that, man. You got a strong stomach, though. Come on! We got so lucky he dislodged that net. Wow. Man. What's going on? Love that name. And Susos? I forget how to say your name. I'm sorry. Hold on, I need a drink. I don't want to lose the face off over taking a sip. Alright. Yeah, if we do a Minecraft video, though, tomorrow, or today, for those of you on YouTube, I'll probably just go adventuring, because I do want to try and find some different saplings of different trees. I want to make a tree farm. Maybe that's something I could do, but I kind of wanted it to be underground. I'm not sure how long that would take, or maybe just make, like, a greenhouse somewhere, or something, like, in a building. Or, like, not a ravine, but I don't know. I'm debating, like, what to do, or how to do it. I know mining takes a long time, so... But I do want to have some kind of tree farm that I can, like, go down and you know, take care of, like, if I'm doing, like, have free time or whatever. So, yeah. Love the emote, Icy Beast. Love it. Thank you for being a sub, dude. Appreciate it. A ton. Alright. Here we go. Yaskin. Oh, foot! Oh, good try. I should have switched that. Nice hit, though, by Glass. Did I get a penalty? Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I couldn't really tell. Honka. Oh, come on. Oh, it was nice. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't really get why on Sports Network someone's ankle will get twisted and they'll play it in slow motion on repeat. Who wants to see that? Like, I kind of get... pimple popping because it's satisfying, but I don't get enjoying videos of bones being broken and stuff like, oh man, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I guess like to just show the injury and like what happened, you know what I mean? Because some people do like get concerned and want to see like they'll be like, oh, wait, what happened? I didn't see, like, what's so bad, you know what I mean? And then they see the ankle and they're like, oh, never mind, okay, I get it. But I guess it's like just to show like what happened. But I don't know, like, how it works with what they're allowed to show or not. Like, I remember the whole, like, Kevin Ware basketball injury. Remember that? Where he, like, jumped to block a shot. And, he, like, landed awkwardly. And his, like, what was it, his shin? Like, literally popped out of his skin. Like, the bone was sticking out. Like, that was, like, how? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how he did that. But, yeah. And he was, like, on crutches, like, what was it, like a week later or something like that? And I know he eventually returned and played, but I don't know if he, like, ever was in the draft or anything like that. I don't know how long ago was this? It wasn't that long ago, right? So, what, like 3 years ago, something like that? like, I don't know how young he was. I don't know if he was like a freshman or in college or what, but I haven't heard from him until, like, I've heard about him when he came back from his injury. Like, they showed, like, I saw a YouTube video, like, his first game back or something like that. So, but yeah, I remember that video. And then there was, like, the Clint Malarchuk video, the goalie that, you know, got cut by the skate. And that happened to Zednik, too. I think it happened to someone else, like, I know Braden Shen got cut in the stomach. He was fine, though. Like, he played, like, got stitched up. And then he came back that same game. It was a big cut, too. But he was good. He was good to go. But, yeah. That's one thing that scares me about hockey is the skate. Like, that's the biggest injury I would fear is the skate. Like, that would make me more nervous than getting, like, boarded into the boards. You know what I mean? That scares me more than that. Like, just the skate. I feel like out of all sports, like, I feel like soccer has the worst injuries, which is weird. You know what I mean? Like, I always feel like that sport has the worst injuries. And I'm not talking about, like, how they dive and stuff like that, but they always have, like these ankles getting twisted and, like, not, like, bones not being where they're supposed to be. It's, like, and it's not that physical. You, like, body to body, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, I don't know. I guess, like, when they shoot and the way they have to, like, go across, they, like, kind of, I guess when they move, they, like, just set their feet awkwardly. I don't know. I'm not a sports physician, but... post! Get that, Marner. Nice. Oh, let's go for, like, a rebound there. Lindholm. Yeah, I'm really struggling this game. Oh, by the way, when I was simulating, I did want to be honest with you about this. I did turn off injuries just to sim a little quicker, so I do apologize. Because I was simming, and then, like, there was an injury, like, every other day, and I was like, I can't. I need a sim. It's like, so I turned them off. It was just for a little bit. They're on now. They're back on. But yeah, it was like, I can't. I want to record. Like, I don't want to be waiting this long. So, yeah. When a puck goes to your neck. Yeah, luckily that doesn't happen really often anymore. It happened to my dad when he played hockey. He, like swallowed his tongue. Not, like, literally, but, like, yeah. I don't remember quite, like, how it happened, but I remember him telling me his coach had to, like, reach into his mouth and pull his tongue, like, back. And, yeah, like, he got shot in the throat. And I guess this was before, like, the throat protectors. It just amazes me how so many goalies don't wear them. Like, I know this mask comes down enough, and some goalies even wear, like, that turtleneck. It's like the wrap that just goes around your neck, but it's like, really? It's like, why can't you just wear the plastic part no matter what? Like, what if you're, like, looking up or something, you know what I mean? It's like, it can't bother goalies that much to have that thing. You know what I mean? It's so, like, thin, and it doesn't really do anything, you know what I mean? So, I don't get it. But, yeah, I don't know. I do not know. I feel like, yeah, and then, like, being a pitcher in baseball would scare me. Well, I've pitched before in baseball, and I've gotten, like, a comebacker. Not to the head, I've gotten it to the shin, and it does not feel good. And it wasn't even hit that hard either, but I was also, like, in middle school when it happened, so obviously my pain tolerance wasn't as high. But yeah, so, but, like, getting hit in the head, like, would scare me and stuff like that, like, on a comebacker. I remember they were talking about bringing, like, hats that had helmet, like, they had, like, this protection in them. I remember one pitcher wore it, and it was huge. Like, it looked like a size 10 hat. It was a regular hat, but it had, like, cushioning inside. And, yeah, I remember this one guy wore it, but I haven't heard about him since the hat, so. But I remember seeing a video of him wearing it, and the thing was huge. Like, it looked ridiculous, but, you know, he wanted to give it a try. So, oh my gosh, what was that pass, McDavid? But, yeah, it's like, and, like, pitchers were talking about how it can, like, interfere with your windup if you go over your head because of how big the hat is and how bulky it is. Oh, dislodged. Dang it. Man. Well. That, in my opinion, is the scariest position, pitcher. Yeah, because it's like they're in their, they're ending their wind up when the ball comes back, so they're not really prepared to field. You know what I mean? So usually when they make a catch, it's like at the very last second, and it's like they're like surprised by it. You know what I mean? They don't have a lot. And usually the ball comes off the bat faster than the pitch. So nice save. Pass that out. Running out of time though. Definitely not a high-scoring one for sure. Oh, I try to pass it over. Gorodov's out here. Here we go. Foot. Oh, that was a bad pass. I don't know what that was. Come on, Petrov. Chop it. Not like that, you ninny. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. If that went in. All right, we're out of time. All right, overtime it is. Told a bunch of stories today. No wonder the score is low. I know, right? I feel like when I tell stories, I don't do as well. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed the story. So, yeah, it was a very eventful Sunday. And then we started talking about sports injuries. Looks like a lot of people were like, no, I don't want to talk about this. So the audience got a little lower on Twitch. Oh, why is this the third line? We should have... Well, McDavid's out here for some reason. I see, like, double shifting. Like, someone had to have gotten hurt. Or, like, 3 guys because he's out here on, like, every line. I feel like. To Kulikov. Or maybe... No, I don't... Hey, there we go. Wow. Who was that? Kulikov? I was not ready for that. Jeez. Okay. I don't know what that was. That was very, like, an anti... What is it? Climatic goal. Climactic? Is it climactic or climatic? I don't remember. But, yeah, it's... Okay. I don't know what happened there, but I'll take it. Good stuff. Well, that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay and the stories. So that was my Sunday night. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.